Church family.
Good morning, Lord.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
In my capacity as the president of the Board of Trustees for the North Hollywood Church of Religious Science, it is my pleasure to officially convene and open the 72nd annual meeting.
Yay!
And now we are recessed until 1 p.m.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to church on such a glorious Sunday. We're so grateful you're here, and those of you online as well, welcome. We're going to start our service right now by singing our opening chant, "We Are the Harvest." 1, 2, 1.
The ones we've been waiting for. We are the love that we seek.
We are the seeds, we
so happy to see all of you here in the room, and I welcome those of you who are live streaming with us from wherever you are. I am Dr. Sydney, and you are sitting in this beautiful place that I consider to be, wow. It is a center for oneness. We are a center for oneness, and we are unapologetically inclusive.
Yes.
This teaching is a powerful teaching, and it brings together all of the wisdom, the inspiration, the metaphysics, the philosophy, the mysticism of teachings that range from ancient Christianity, ancient Greek mythology, the divine science, the Christian science, Yogananda. There's so much that we bring into this. And so we were very glad. We're so happy you're here. And again, we are unapologetically inclusive. So that means wherever you are on the spectrum of age, culture, race, belief, politics, gender, whatever it is that is true for you, we love that you are here because you are part of this broad, beautiful tapestry of great variety, of great possibility. So thank you for being here. We are a social media friendly community. I invite you to take pictures. You can film stuff if you like, and you can post it on whatever that social platform is that you like to use. Use the hashtag NHCRS, Spiritual Community. But as you're doing that, just make sure you turn off the ringer. We love you. Have a great service.
Hello, beautiful beings. I'm well this morning. Just got back from seeing my grandchildren in Yakima, snow-covered Yakima, Washington.
Ooh. And boy, are your arms tired.
All right, finding my place in the menu. So I'm a practitioner here at North Hollywood Church, and I'm certainly grateful and glad you've joined us. Let's have prayer together, shall we? Maybe close your eyes or cast your eyes downward. Take a nice deep cleansing breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Let us know that right now that we are unified in the one mind. Peace, presence, love. All the characteristics and attributes that are God are in us, within us. We are the tapestry of God by inheritance of the DNA of the spiritual world. We are connected by this unified source, this divine power. And each of us are able to access all that is available, all the good in the universe, all the things that we wish for are there for us in the acknowledgement and acceptance through that divine power. So I know that we are blessed by being here together virtually or in this beautiful room, this sanctuary of love and peace and togetherness. And we are connected, each of us, through the one divine mind. So I know this service is blessed. I know that the musicians and the soloists inspire and uplift us through the music and their words and the lyrics. I know that the audiovisual team and all those volunteers that help us usher into the seats and hand out the flyers are a part of the blessing that God gives each of us. We are together, all one, in this community. I know that the word through Dr. Reverend Sydney will be informative and uplifting and carry us into another dimension that expands our horizon, fuels us to understand and accept all that is rightfully ours. And for all this, I am so grateful. Acknowledging this, naming, claiming, and accepting that it is true, I say thank you, God. I release all this and so much more into the law of mind. I say to so, and together we can say, Amen. Please rise and join me in saying the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from error. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
Please remain standing for our congregational song, I Am at Home in the Heart of God.
That was fun. Please do not sit down, but meander around. Give a
Meander.
hug, a
It's time
handshake,
to
a fist
meander.
bump, say hello. Meet somebody you haven't met before.
We'll talk later.
All right. So guess what? Guess what we get to do together? Say it with me, meditation. We're going to meditate together for the next 5 minutes. I invite you to close your eyes and silently repeat the mantra, God's the love that I am. If your mind wanders, just bring it back silently, repeating God's the love that I am, and I will bring us out of our meditation in 5 minutes.
Shine your light everywhere you go. Shine your light. Let your beauty show. There's a light within you. Let it glow. Shine your light and free your soul. Shine your light everywhere you go. Shine your light. Gotta let your beauty show. There's a light within you. Let it glow. Shine your light and free your soul. Shine your light so we can see the truth. Shine your light for me and for you. Shine it on the pathway of justice and peace. Shine your light. You gotta shine it bright. Shine your light for justice and
Shine your light. Okay, I have to do a little rearranging of the furniture here because I see that this is in darkness and that's not going to work for me. And then I'm a little worried that this is going to go tumbling over because the leg is halfway up. Okay. Anybody else need what? Tires rotated? All right. Shine your light. Whoa. Okay, so my talk today is a completion of the first 4 chapters of the Science of Mind textbook. Now, let me give you a little bit of background. I mentioned early as we started, but some of you were still parking your cars and drinking your coffee. So here it is. Ernest Holmes is the guy who founded this teaching. And what he did was he had been studying the great philosophies, the great spiritual truths, the paths that ranged from Greek mythology, Latin wisdom, divine science, Christian science, the Bhagavad Gita, all of these mystical traditions, all of these wonderful philosophical traditions. You know, he never had the intention to have a church, but what he did want to do was gather all of this together in a great hub of possibility, the different ways that we can glean who and what we are. And it's going to be said one way from Plato. It'll be said another way from Emma Curtis Hopkins. It'll be said another way from Buddha, from Jesus, from Yogananda. It'll be said in all of these different ways. But here's what they're all saying. Thou art that which I am that which thou art. That's it. That's the message. You know, we read this idea of letting that spirit, you know, being the life, the activity, be thou me. Be thou me. The idea that I am that I am. You know, that is what the legend, the myth, the story of Moses, who saw this burning bush, which is basically truth that never dies because the bush was not consumed by the fire. And so he said, well, who the heck are you? What is this? And what he got from within, the bush did not talk to him, although that would be interesting, talk to the trees. Wait, that's a song, isn't it? Anyway. Okay, now we're going to be paying some copyright on that, right? Some ASCAP. Anyway. But what he got is, I am that I am. I am that I am. I live and move and have my being in God. But here's the other part of that. God lives and moves and has its being in me, in you, as me. And you often hear me say that God, not a guy in the sky, but a presence, a loving, infinite presence whose center is everywhere, circumference is nowhere. That quote is attributed to almost everybody who's ever written anything, you know, whether it's Emerson, Plato, Oprah, so no one is quite sure, but it tells me that that quote has a lot of resonance and a lot of traction. It is that center that is everywhere. There is no limit. And you and I are here as expressions of that. We are emanations of that. So the first 4 chapters of our textbook talk about what it is that we teach. Just give you some basic information, some grounding. The first week, we talked about the thing itself. What is this presence? What is this power? Again, not a guy in the sky, but this love, this flow, this spirit that is always available and always seeking to animate, to invigorate, to vitalize, to bring forth possibility, to inspire, and then to lead us on the path of where that inspiration wants to manifest, how it wants to come forth. So the inspiration does not just stand there and then poof, it's gone. It's that this thing comes through us. Week 2, the way it works. How does this presence work? Week 3, what it does. What does it do? And I want to encourage you to go back and listen to those talks. You can find them on YouTube. This week, we're going to talk about how to use it. And actually, everything that you just sang, that's how to use it. You let that light shine. You let that light shine. You know, so I'm not any more tethered to the Bible than I am to some of the works of great philosophy and wisdom texts throughout the ages. But there are a lot of things that we return to a lot. And so one of the things that we use a lot here is, be ye not conformed to the world. In other words, there's more going on here than what you see in the world. So don't fall into the seduction of being defined by that or thinking that's all there is. So be ye not conformed, but we are here to transform, to fully transform. Be ye transformed. Transformed, not just merely shifted or adjusted, but transformed by the renewing of your mind. The renewing of your mind. In other words, Jesus gave a lot of metaphors, a lot of ways to understand. And he said one thing, basically, in a whole bunch of different ways, which is what any minister who teaches this, who is part of this teaching, we say the same thing for 52 Sundays, which is God is all there is, you're part of God. That's it. That's really all it is. But we like to find a whole bunch of different ways because apparently we like the sound of our own voice, or so, I don't know. But we find all these different ways to say that there is one power, there's one presence, and that we are expressions of it. And we are vital, necessary parts of it, because if you don't shine your light, in the way you're supposed to, if you don't give your gift in the way that you can, if you don't listen to that call from within for something more, it will not show up. It won't be here. And we are here to bless each other. We are here to support each other, love each other, and connect with each other. This is not just an intellectual adventure. We're here for each other, which is why the most powerful thing I think we do here is create opportunities for community. Because we can support and love and remind each other that we're not alone. It's really, really powerful to me. Ernest Holmes said, "We are surrounded by an intelligent force and substance from which all things come, the ultimate essence. It is around us in its original state, ready and willing to take form through the impulse of our creative belief. It works for us by flowing through us." Now hear that. It takes form through our creative belief. I'm really going to make friends with this microphone at some point, I promise. Last week, I talked about how this presence and this power works, and I used the analogy of cake batter. So if you weren't here, what we talked about is that source, God, comes into form, into substance, by taking form according to the shape that we give it, the idea that we give it, the inspiration that we give it. Now, it will take its shape according to the mold. And I talked about when my son was a little boy, I could make a cake for him. I could make cupcakes. I could make a loaf cake. And I had this one mold that was like a John Deere tractor. So the batter will take any shape. It'll take the shape of any mold that we pour into it. In other words, this creative power, this creative source becomes substance in any form or shape that we give it. And the thing is, what we don't often realize is how much creative capacity we have with our thinking, with our feelings. So we might be thinking, I really want to create something wonderful. I want a new job. I need a new job. I need a new job. I need a new job. Oh my God, the job I have is just awful. It sucks, and these people are horrible, and that. And what happens is we create this whole narrative, and we support it with story, with feeling, with passion, and with enemies. And so that substance of God takes the shape of that. Because it's non-selective. It just will go where we create the impetus for it to go. On the other hand, wow, I want a job that is inspiring. I get to help people. I get to support people. I get to touch hearts. I'm connected. We are doing good in the world, and my gifts are recognized, and I am supported. I am abundantly blessed with the right salary. The more we do that, that's the batter. That's the mold that the batter goes into, and now we've got something that is worth being a part of, right? So it's incumbent upon us to be clear about what we are thinking and believing, wanting and energizing. Does that make sense? Yes. So we have to wake up. Oh, darn it. We have to wake up. I was reading something that Ernest Holmes wrote today from his book of affirmations and daily guidances. And the book is called 365. Now, this is for today, February 23rd. And he wrote this in, I'm going to say, probably in the late 40s, early 50s. Oh, here's the affirmation. A certain future awaits me. We are not enough at home in the universe. We are afraid of it, afraid to live. If the time ever comes to you and to me when we see God in everything and in everybody, we will never be alone or lonely. Every experience will but more vividly reveal the warmth and color and beauty and responsiveness of the universe in which we live. Its entire nature is given to us. We are on the verge of a vast possibility. The individual or nation without a vision must perish until the vision is reborn. Now, stick a pin in that for a moment. What is our vision going to be in the midst of confusion, doubt, and uncertainty? It is either going to fall before the confusion and be destroyed, or something transcendent within us is going to rise and look to a certain future, to an eternal reality, to a God principle, to an infinite presence, responding to us according to our acceptance. Right? So that really moved me. And I want to go back to this. We're on the verge of a vast possibility. The individual or nation without a vision must perish until the vision is reborn. Okay. So this teaching is so powerful because it's something that we can take to the world. It's something that we can take with us, that we get to really, really anchor in and apply to our lives and begin to use in the world. And I'm thinking that right now would be a really, really good time to start. Or as Dr. Mark used to say, any time between now and right now would be a good time to start really, really being clear about the vision that we have as individuals. And it's so easy to let the vision be informed by the limitation, the appearances of limitation, the appearances of struggle, the appearances of restriction, the appearances of all that is truly happening in the world. But if we are going to call that God, if we're going to call that our in the beginning, then that is what we are going to create more of. Our vision will be in response, and it'll be an unconscious vision. It'll be in response to what we see as going wrong. And yes, there is a great deal of room for improvement. Don't you think? There's a great deal of room. But here's the other thing, too, that I believe that all of this that we see in the world is an indication that absolutely something big is seeking to emerge. Something big is getting ready to be born by means of us. Something big is getting ready to be birthed. And there is a cleansing and a clearing that must occur for a new idea to come forth, for a child to come forth, for a dream to come forth, for a vision to come forth. Because if all we are doing is focusing on the struggle, the pain, the experience of, oh my God, this gestation is really awful, then we are going to miss the opportunities to transform, to be renewed by the transformation. And transformation is here for all of us. And I'm really clear on that we are all here to be transformed by the renewing of our minds. It's that idea of we don't take new wine and put it in old skins. And so you and I are like those old wineskins. So we need to know that a new idea, if it's going to come forth and really have its shine, if that's going to shine, then we need to transform who and what we are, who and what we believe, so that we are the containers for that. So that we are the containers and the expression and the channel for all of that. Metaphysically, wine means vitality of life. It is the vitality of life. So when Jesus, in the story of Jesus turning water into wine, what he did was really what he was teaching us, or what that legend teaches us, is that which seems to just simply flow and to be is seeking to come forth as vitality, as energy, as a new belief, a new possibility, a new creation. And we have to prepare for it. We have to prepare for it. Our responsibility and the way we use it is that we prepare for that thing that we want to see happen in our lives or in the world. So there are a number of things I was thinking about today with how this is. And the thing that comes to me is there's a cycle, there's a circle of life, there's a circle of giving, there's a cycle, there's a flow. What are the ways that we can participate in that flow? When so many people were struggling through the experience of and the aftermath of all of the fires that went on in Altadena and Pasadena and out on the coast. One day, Araceli called me and said, one of our members needs to charge her devices. She has no electricity. So I would like to open up junior church. And I went, wow, that's a great idea. Because also what I knew is that this whole neighborhood had no electricity. We had it over there. We had it in the office. The sanctuary was dark. We had no power in here, which meant the kitchen none of this stuff in here was working. So I thought, well, there must be a lot of people. Let's make sure that people know that we're doing that. So we started making announcements. I went on Facebook Live. We sent out emails. We did our constant contact. Word of mouth spread. And I brought in food. We all brought in some food and some coffee and donuts because carbs matter. And there were people from the neighborhood who I'd never met who came in. We're so grateful to just be in this space. Now, I don't know if they're going to come back. Well, no, they will come back on Easter Sunday because they like to bring their kids for the Easter egg hunt, which is awesome. We're happy to do that. But then the next thought occurred to me, there are going to be people who need stuff. So then we put out the call, bring stuff. Now, I didn't know what that would look like. I really didn't. But I knew that because we live in a universe of yes. You know, God only has one answer. It's yes. The universe only has one answer. Will support us, and whether we're going to do something that works for us or doesn't, it just supports us, fully supports us. So we put out that call. Next thing I know, we are getting stuff. We are getting clothes. We're getting all sorts of stuff. Now, here's what happened. In preparation for that, I thought, well, we better be ready. We set up tables. We set up clothing racks. We did all of this stuff, and we got ready. And absolutely, like Jesus and the loaves and the fishes, you know, Jesus making tuna sandwiches for 6,000. We had clothes, we had water, we had everything. Now, at the time, I thought, well, what are we going to do with all of this stuff? Now what? Now what? And we began to find distribution centers. The stuff kept coming. The stuff kept coming. We kept talking about it. And then the most wonderful thing of all happened, that the Ahaya Center for Spiritual Living in Pasadena had been dealing with 10 of their members who lost everything. And even now, I think they have 4 or 5 people living in their sanctuary with their dogs, or their cats, but with their pets. And they're really at like ground zero. So we made a connection with them, and we began to take everything to them. Now, the word spread about what we were doing. And God always says yes. People we don't even know begin to tithe to this church. We began to be a channel. And I thought, well, that's great because we'll just take everything to Ahaya. And so we got grocery cards. A girlfriend of mine in Oregon that I haven't talked to in years sent a $100 Costco gift card. A friend of mine in Boston who's a musician who doesn't follow this teaching at all immediately went online and ordered a bunch of blankets from Amazon, had them sent directly here so that we could deliver them. We have had churches from across the country literally tithing to us because of what we are doing, because we are giving. So now we're in a flow of giving. Those other churches are in the flow of giving, and it's continuing. Yes. It is continuing. And I mean, that's it. When we say yes to the yes with intentionality and a commitment to prepare for that thing that wants to come forth, then the world, the universe says, absolutely, I get it. You are clear. This is what we're going to do. This is how spiritual law works. And I want to share with you a quote from, it's often attributed to Goethe, and I've heard that it could be someone else, and it doesn't matter to me. But this is the quote. At the moment of commitment, the entire universe conspires to assist you. The moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help you that would never otherwise have occurred. So that thing that you want, that dream that you want to have come true, that prayer that you hope will be realized, you have to do your part. Your part. And your part is to become a willing channel for whatever it is that you want to have expressed. Your part is to prepare for it, to be ready, So whether it's a dream that you want to be a painter or a writer or a musician, whatever it is, you get to prepare, and that's actually really fun. So if you're a painter and you're not having opportunities to paint, oh my God, grab a brush, come paint my bathroom. I'm serious. If you're an artist and you need work, come paint my bathroom. If you're a writer and you're not getting an opportunity to sell your work, write anyway. Do grocery lists. Write. Show spiritual law that you are serious, that you're committed, that you are intentional, and that you are, as Jada's shirt reads, worthy. You are worthy, we are ready, we are open, we are available, we are a space for all of that. So, this is how we use this teaching. We become the space for that thing which we want to experience. I call it active faith. Active faith, even when we don't have the faith. We become active in whatever it is. If I'm going to be an artist, I'm going to live as an artist lives. If I'm going to be a minister, I'm going to begin living as a minister lives. If I'm going to be an accountant, a master investor, I'm going to become that. I'm going to learn everything I have to do. I'm going to grow that muscle. Vincent van Gogh said, if you hear a voice within you say, you cannot paint, then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced. Which is how we deal with the doubts, right? So, are you ready to be that active partner?
Yes.
Are you ready to be that place for God to express?
Yes.
And are you ready to literally be the dream that you want?
Yes.
You know, I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. Your dreams are waiting for you to come true. Let's come true here and now, today, and continue to be that space where God shines. Where we shine as that light, that power, that presence that only we can. Let's pray. Thank you. So we turn within. And with a loving, breathing recognition that there is only the one power, the one presence, the one life, the one mind, the one energy that surrounds and fills each of us, I know that we awaken to our connection. We awaken to our divine identity. We awaken now to that innate guidance that is saying, oh, my darling, what do you want? Oh, my darling, how can I bless you? And in that space, in that consciousness of yes, 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 we allow Spirit to reveal to us where to go, where to be, what to say, and to whom. We listen. We practice the listening, knowing that we are here to listen and to express, to sing that song, to be that light, to breathe Spirit. And in that same consciousness, I speak my word now for this community, knowing that this church is a blessing. It's a blessing to all who even drive past the space on the street, that we are a blessed place because we recognize that we are here for Spirit. We recognize this in ourselves and in everybody else as we seek to birth and emerge as a new idea, as a new possibility, as a world that absolutely works for everyone. So I bless this church. I bless all churches, all paths to God, all mosques, all temples, all ashrams, all synagogues, all cathedrals, knowing that wherever two or more are gathered, the light shines brighter. We celebrate that. I surround this world with a hug of love, of comfort, of compassion, knowing that evolution goes up, not down. Evolution goes forward, not backward. That we move into that, and together we rise. So with gratitude, I release this word into the activity of the law, knowing it is already so, and together we say, Amen. Ushers, would you come forward? I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful knows when we invite you to participate in the flow of good in your own life and in the life of this community, we have numerous ways for you to share of your treasures, of your life, of your heart, of your time, your talents. So we invite you to consider, where do I want to be a steward? How can I be a greater steward? How can I be a power for good in this world? Where do I need to shine my light? So I invite you to take that offering, to hold it to your heart, and to say with me, from the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. Thank you very much. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. Oh, it's so good to see you. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I thought I turned it off by mistake. So, I'd like to hear you say one word. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, think about all that is possible with that one word.
Yes.
Thank you for that wonderful message. And I'm ready. Yeah. I've been saving up these tears for 1,000 days and 1,000,000 years. Now's the time to release all the chains that bind me. I need amazing grace from a friendly face to help me see some love in the human race. Maybe I can turn on the light that wants to shine within me. So I'm gonna say yes.
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 Yes to love. I'm gonna say yes. Oh yes. Yes to love. Well, there's a saying, love conquers all, so I surrender before I fall. No need to fight, I answer the call of destiny. All the pain and all of the tears, all the shame and all of the fears, suddenly they just disappear the moment I say yes. So I'm gonna say yes. Yes to love. I'm gonna say yes. Yes. Oh, yes to love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. you can't give to someone else until you start to love yourself. I'm gonna say yes. Oh, gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. Gonna say yes. Oh, I hear you say yes.
Yes.
Oh, gonna say yes.
Yes.
Yeah, 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 yes to love. You can do what you wanna, and you can be what you wanna when you say yes to love. Oh, hey, hey, you can be what you wanna, and you can do what you wanna do when you say yes to love. Hey, gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. Yes. Yeah. 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 Yes. 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 Yes.
Wow, Tina Meeks, oh my gosh. Thank you. And band, oh my goodness, thank you so much. All right, I got a few things to tell you about here, and I'm going to get through it quickly, I promise. If you're new and you want to know what's going on here, there's a table out on the patio. It's our welcome table, and there are packets for you that will tell you all about what we teach and how to get involved. There are many ways to get involved, and so I invite you to go out there. And by the way, everything that you want to know or could want to know is on the purple page, which was included in your bulletin. There's also a little link on our website that says purple page. You can go there as well. So there are a lot of ways to support this community. You're going to see that there's a text to give number on your bulletin, and on the purple page there's a QR code. You can also visit the website, nhcrs.org/give. You can send, we'll take credit cards, checks, cash, beads, gold. Oh, we'll definitely take, yeah. I don't think we're set up for crypto, but you know. Prayer with a practitioner is available after the service. If you're online, you can hop over to Zoom, and there will be a practitioner to pray with you. And also in this room, there will be practitioners. And practitioners are just people who have studied for a long time to really, really know that within each of us is a yes. Every Sunday at 9:45, Junior Church is open. We have space for babies, toddlers, kids, teens, everybody. The Wednesday Wake Up, this Sunday, that's why we call it the Wednesday. Wednesday Wake Up with Reverend Skip, this Wednesday night at 7 p.m. He will share Stepping Up to the Plate, Answering the Call to Courage. I just read that chapter. It's so good. Yes, it is. Okay. Today is our annual meeting. So if you are a member, we invite you to please sign in, whether online or here, because we need a quorum. Now, it doesn't mean you have to attend in your physical manifestation. But you know what? I hope you will, because I spent hours yesterday, literally, in that kitchen making homemade vegan lentil squash stew. In a minute, I'm going to go put more lentils and some kale in it. You won't even taste the kale, because I don't like it. But I hope you will join us. 1 o'clock here. It's the same link that we use for our Sunday and Wednesday services. And please come and hear what's going on. We got a lot going on. It's so cool. So due to this annual meeting, our health and wellness ministry and our prayer shawl ministry will not be meeting today. Lunch and Learn with Dr. David Alt starts on, I don't have it on here, 4 Tuesdays in March. Not this first Tuesday. I think we're starting on the 5th. That's right, March 5th. 12:30 to 1:30, and we will be learning all about the 4 agreements. Yes. Don Miguel Ruiz's book, which is so powerful for this community. The cost is $25 a class or $75 for all 4. I'm going to do it. I know Rev Skip's doing it. It's a really powerful class. We invite you to go to the website, find out more, sign up for eBlast, all of that stuff. We do meditation Monday through Saturday at 7:55 to 8:15. Practitioners, come forward. Let's stand and sing.
1, 2, 3.
Of God. My life is anchored in truth. I can never be separate. I live in the consciousness of peace. I release all fear. I am living love. I'll see you at the meeting. Parents, make sure you sign your kids out so we know where they are. And blessings to all of you. Thank you for choosing church today.